I'm trying to figure out right now just that that's back to the spirit construction scope for workspaces. so concerned of this is that automating workflows and onboarding, basically that's something that. Um, Sorry for that evaluation. Uh, It's a little ago, it's like a good deal about lots of child and it's pretty young. Hopefully. Oh, goodness. Oh, you're in voice chat. Can't hear me if I'm talking.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, I can't hear you. One sec. Whoa. 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 Go ahead.
Test, test.
Test. I can hear you now, buddy. How are you, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. I have these Bluetooth fucking speakers from my office, and they turn off if nothing's on for a while.
Yeah, it sounds not very clear.
Um, yeah. Um, Whoa, is that better?
Uh,
Uh,
it's louder.
Is it louder, but it's still echoey?
Yeah, it's a little echoey.
How about now?
Oh, that's way better. That's 1,000 times better.
Nice. Cool, man.
Yeah, cool. So what are you working on?
Right now, I can share my screen. We're ready to go live. I'm trying to do Okta and Google Apps SSO SAML from day one, basically. That makes sense.
Sure.
Oh.
Can you use OIDC instead?
Yeah, I bet OIDC is probably
The preferred way, yeah.
And I haven't ever done any of that, so I figured
Sure.
I would hit up an expert on it. Yeah.
I don't know if I'm an expert. I mean, I've definitely provisioned plenty of apps through Okta though, so we'll see. Do you, what,
Whoa. Whoa, sorry, buddy. Thinking I crashed Discord.
nice.
So I'm gonna go back to the sharing screen again here. So I just got the thing. So like basically I'm going through my whole return to work bullshit. And
Sure.
it's not even HashiCorp's fault, it's just that California almost said that can be as third party claim administrators because California workers' comp is a nightmare. And they don't because I work in the work comp appeals often. So yeah, it's just kind of a mess. But what I'm trying to do is just do the same sorts of things I would be doing at work, going from vaccine and volunteer
Sure.
in this Spokane independent metropolitan business, and that's pretty awesome. So right now I have an account, set up for me initially. I'm the only one that's on the whole thing. But I'm trying to use the provider. So first of all, I found this guy, this Terraform vertical control guy, for the lots of surfing provider. Um, Here in this repo here.
Okay. I haven't done Okta with Terraform, but
Yeah, I'm trying to do everything with Terraform. It's because then
can you send this to me really quick so I can take a look at this?
So I guess what channel would be best? Probably just text.
General Cloud. General Cloud is fine.
General Cloud is fine.
Yeah.
My God.
Hey, what's up, Dan?
Hey, how you guys doing? Yeah, doing all right.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah, not much. How the hell are you, man? Haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, man, I've been trying to function.
Fair enough. Well, it's good to see you on here.
Yeah, it's good to be on here, man. I'm having some struggles with my return to work stuff that basically is because the medical model kind of sucks. Medical model of disability,
Yeah, not great.
This is a general phone. So what I'm trying to do right now is instantiate a Google Workspace. And I did something on Windows that causes OBS virtual can crash on within Discord for whatever reason. So if you want to see my smiling face and streaming on YouTube.
Hey.
Yeah, okay. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Dougie? How you doing, homie?
I'm doing good.
I'm gonna go head upstairs to my desk, but I'll be back on in 5-10 minutes.
Okay, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
Are you back in the Windows train, Phil?
Yeah, I'm back on the Windows train. Thankfully, one of these days we're going to go back through my whole desktop Linux adventure with a little more intentionality and pass code. But right now, I've already scratched it this laptop. It only took like 30, 40 minutes, maybe even like 4 hours actually, to get everything dialed in on Windows. It was just a nightmare almost.
You got a brand new laptop?
Yeah, all my shit got stolen when I was inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just went through a lot of stuff, man. Basically, I'm a male domestic violence survivor. That's pretty much what's going on.
Okay.
So right now we're trying to see, how to get Okta for organization here. I think I'm also gonna have to really quick so it's been possible there back to.
Okay, so before you go literally any further, if you have not familiarized yourself with the Okta UI, I highly recommend that you do that first.
I haven't even gotten the demo account yet.
Yeah, because you'll certainly need to do that.
But the thing is, I need to set up Gmail for this business domain.
Sure.
So that's a thing that we're gonna activate Gmail. Yay!
What's up?
Hey, that nerd. Didn't we speak together earlier today?
We're in the what's it called?
DSI?
Yeah, DSI.
Yeah, cool. Trying to find out how I can install Postgres. Or ISOG, the thing that I use to talk with Postgres binary on my Mac, but it doesn't work because there's no precompiled binary for ARM64.
So you have to compile it yourself, or is it even open source?
It is open source, of course.
I'm kind of this weird, kind of like I'm mostly into the servers for the freaking hardware. I love virtualization. I don't know how to explain it, so I don't know how to do. Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. Just be you, homie. How you been?
I'm okay. I hate having the server in the summer. Oh my god.
That's why I don't have a server in my bedroom. I have it somewhere else.
I can't have it anywhere else but my bedroom.
Ripperoni. What kind of server is it?
It's an R720 XD.
Ooh. What kind of CPUs you got?
Let me check real quick. And I'm gonna go with Proxmox real quick.
How much RAM do you have?
128.
Nice.
Let's see. Summary. I have two. Wait, is it sounds
They're going to be probably Xeon i7s because the old R720s were right before the Skylake CPU architecture came out. It's like an old generation Dell.
Yeah. Let me see if I know. I can't afford any of the newer ones because most of it's DDR4. DDR4 RAM's so flipping expensive ECC.
Yeah, some of the R720s supported DDR4 and DDR3, but mostly back then it was DDR3.
I have a dual position workstation with the one CPU that has 12 cores and 128 gigabytes of RAM. There's like a small tower that sits beside my desk that I do all my virtualization on. And then if I need a proper rack mountable server, I ask my dad and I turn on the server and then nobody's ears will be harmed.
The server isn't actually that loud until it is. Sorry, explain.
Yeah.
Like it's good on low loads, but once it gets into high loads, it bursts your eardrums.
That's why you gotta have noise cancellation headphones.
Yeah. Let's see. Well, what? Because I keep my server on 24/7. So when I go to sleep and it goes and it spins up insanely fast, it wakes me up. That's my problem. That's why I'm so tired today. It happened like 3 times last night.
Why don't you just like make a program that starts spinning up, putting your servers on a heavy load when it's time to wake up?
Because I don't
alarm
want
clock.
because I don't want to break my servers. I thought of that actually, but then like nah. I'm planning on actually making money off of these servers, so through selling compute. So I'm like,
Anyways, you'll be earning money from the time you've invested in learning all this new stuff.
yeah. For the CPU, it's a E5 2630 or 2630. I mean V2. But yeah. I'm planning. I gotta learn basic.
In my home lab, and I'm gonna automate the shit out of my home lab. I don't have to do anything manual anymore.
I wish I was like that. I wish I could do that. Because right now right now I'm just like I'm scared to put anything on my server because I don't want to be able to sleep.
I mean, it's just a learning experience, and you learn from your mistakes.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm not afraid to break it. I'm afraid to put too much load on the server and me not being able to sleep for 2 days until I give up on the server. So I'm probably going to I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have a rack. I have a rack. It's just I have a rack right now. It's just that it's in my room. That's the problem. I can't get it out of the room because my parents would kill me.
Yeah.
This stuff.
What do you say?
But does you?
Hi, how's it going?
Oh, hello.
He's answering the phone.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you. I'll try to get that taken care of as soon as possible.
I don't know why, but I thought someone joined the server. I thought someone joined the chat or something.
Oh, it's probably me answering my phone.
Yeah, I don't know why, but I was like, where's someone joining the call? And I checked my phone, no one's there, but left.
Phil, it's going to take some time for these records to propagate out. It's not going to work right away.
Oh, I know it's gonna
Yeah,
take time for it to propagate out. I just need another email to get a freaking Okta environment, but I think I can.
I used to work there.
Oh yeah, you did. Nice.
Yeah, I did for like three years.
The calendar says no more meetings.
I gotta
Oh,
say it's less shitty than most hosting providers. Left.
is Cloud4 DNS still down?
no, then they would be out of business.
Because for some reason my
Or at least I hope not.
No, they're back up this morning.
okay. At what time? Because my server at
Depends on your time zone. They were available around 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, never mind. I was because my server tried to do an update at 1 a.m.
Yeah, it was still having issues around then.
Okay, yeah. And it said my server was doing an automatic update during that time. And it said error could not get get could not work. So okay. What was weird is I could use Discord, but apparently a lot of people couldn't.
Because they were experiencing a BGP issue, which means that routing was not being announced properly, but for some route tables that had not gotten the new routes from their AS, some stuff was still able to route traffic to the appropriate endpoints.
I thought the Discord was because of the Cloudflare.
Yeah, I mean, Discord uses everything. I mean, I don't know anything that doesn't use Cloudflare these days.
Yeah.
They have a CDN of some kinds.
I both love and hate Cloudflare at the same time. Because I think oh, sorry.
Phil, can you send me that Terraform Okta thing that you have?
It's in the general cloud. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Okay, cool. Thanks. Ah, shit. I accidentally removed the embed. Okay, never mind. All right, I got it. Because I was doing this through Ansible, but I'm moving everything over to Terraform and SaltStack, so this would be a good use case. Oh, wait, this has been archived. Oh, it's not used anymore. I would not use this. They've moved. Where's the official one? Oh, okay, hold on. This is actually, I'm gonna put, apparently they have an official module.
Okta has an official module.
Yeah, so that's actually
updated.
good.
I think I would recommend you use that instead of the one that you're using that is archived.
Well, that's what I just posted in the general cloud was the updated one.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So this is the new, and this is the new repo. If anybody cares to. Okay. All right. Yeah, this looks much more sane. I was like Terraform .12. I was like, seems a little old. Okay, this looks way more sane. This is actually pretty updated. Okay, this is good.
I'm gonna go to bed and tomorrow I'm gonna bring my computer with Linux and drop my MacBook because nothing works. PM.
Jesus. Okay.
Did you get in this Okta thing yet? Sorry, I'm not really. Okay. Oh, so you are an Okta. Okay, cool. And you have the admin button? Okay, cool. So, okay. So, before you go any further, go to admin. Let's go to the admin part. Okay. Yeah, whatever your 2FA is. Okay. So there's a bunch of ways. So like you have to set up like whatever like identity provider that you want. It's like LDAP, OAuth. You have to import users somehow. You can create them manually too, but whatever. It looks like you're using Gmail, so you can just probably import them from Gmail whatever the Google admin side is.
Right now, this organization is that they only have a handful of. So I'm setting up this whole organization from scratch. I haven't migrated any email or anything from InMotion, but I'm trying to do everything as code and have it to where if I get hit by a bus, it can hand off to somebody else.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So then you can. Well, I would still set up. I would still use Google as your IDP and then import.
Yeah, exactly.
Google,
I
right?
want logging into Google to be done by Okta. Does that make sense? Because when you do it like that, you can use Okta spread across all of the portfolio stuff for IDP, SAML.
Yeah, that's exactly how. Yeah, that's how I do it for a company that has like 30,000 people. So it's the same thing.
That's how 1,700 people, and so that's why I'm trying to help out with that. But this organization's having some real growing problems. If that makes sense.
Yeah, because they're not scaled. Okay. So so once you've set up like your users and stuff, really what you're end up doing is there's like different ways where you can create like separate service accounts that have roles that have ability to do certain things. This is what I would do. Like I would not use the admin account directly for anything. I would set up service accounts with RBAC.
A role.
Right.
And
yes. Okay. Yeah. So you're gonna follow the same process for lots of other things for setting this up.
Okay, go.
Well, take care. Thank you for popping in.
Okta has pretty good documentation for the most part. It's all right. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. For example, if you just click on applications on the left and you click on like add application, it's down a little bit. Just click on that and then you can create like an app integration. This is like how, for example, if you had like if you were trying to integrate Okta with like something self-hosted, like you were self-hosting like a GitLab server or whatever, like most things are going to be OIDC, most things are going to be web applications. Right? You can use SAML, however, I would not use SAML. A, it's a pain in the ass to configure, and B, there's some security concerns surrounding SAML. So most everything is OIDC anyway, which is a lot easier. So basically what this is that you just give it a name, and then you'll provision Okta on the app side, and then you'll just punch in like where the logins and logouts are going to happen here. And then if you can just, the other thing, just for the record, I forget if you can actually delete an app once you create it, or if it only goes into inactive status. I forget. But if you create something and you never use it anymore, you can just set it to inactive instead of like removing it completely.
I think I don't believe you can delete it.
I don't think that you
immediately.
can.
But I think you can delete an inactive thing. I think it's just a two-step process.
Is it? Okay, yeah, I forget. It's very rare that I delete something, so I forget. But yeah, so basically like what this would look like is if you had, for example, like I'm just gonna use self-hosted GitLab because it's just simple. like your sign-in redirects, you punch in the GitLab endpoint, you know, HTTPS, whatever, something GitLab.com / and then every application, the application developer has to build Okta into their app to support it. So like the endpoints and stuff are specific to the application. They're all going to be different. Like when I set up Kibana versus GitLab versus Jenkins versus this versus that, all the URIs are all different. And you have to grab those from the application developer directly, right? So once you have those, you just punch in that for your URI for like your logins, logouts, stuff like that. And then you just assign people to the app. And then you can have it like self-service where someone can go to their Okta SSO portal and they can just request it automatically, or you can assign it to groups or users, or you can make it so that people have to authorize the usage. And then that's pretty much it. Like it's OIDC is really simple. SAML is a little pain in the ass, but it's doable. But Okta makes it fairly easy to do. I wouldn't even out of the box mess with any of the administrative settings yet. I would just familiarize yourself with like importing the users, creating the groups and like those mappings, and then create like a dummy application, like even if it's just local. Like you just run like something in Docker that uses Okta that's local and plug it into here, and then get it to work with something so you can kind of get familiar with like how the flow is. I use the API for provisioning everything in Okta, and the API is pretty sane. So obviously the Terraform provider will be doing the same thing, it looks like. So yeah, that's kind of like the rundown. Like import people, set up an app yourself, and then mess with the administrative stuff. That's how I would do this if I was starting fresh.
Yeah.
Although I have never integrated with Google, I don't know exactly how to do that, but I know it supports it. Like if you go to identity providers down, so if you go to the right, and you go to, you see where it says identity providers on the kind of left middle down.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Where? So it might even just be instead. I forget where this is. It's probably in settings somewhere to hook up to an identity provider. I didn't actually set up the identity provider because my company already had that part set up, obviously. So I haven't done that, but it's in here somewhere. It's probably under settings.
Yeah, man. Sweet.
Oh, there it is. Identity providers right there. I see it. It's like the 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 down from security. Yeah. Where's Google? It's gotta be in here somewhere. Aha. Hey. All right. Yeah. You should be able to fumble your way through this, I think. So I would just literally go to Google Okta, Google IDP. It's not that hard. Oh, they even have it right there. Yeah. Okta's really good about that stuff. Their docs are usually pretty good. So. But once you get this working and you've started fumbling with your Terraform stuff, shoot me a ping.
Again, man.
Because I'm also actually interested in how it works. I haven't used it with Terraform either. So.
Awesome. Sounds great. I will try to get that cracking and see what the next step is.
All right, dude. Good luck.
Thank you.
Yep. Bye.
Hey Mark, how's it going, buddy?
Hey, pretty good. How are you doing, fella?
I'm doing all right, dude.
Cool. Yeah, just another day around here, taking it easy. Maybe gotta keep on it. That was pretty cool. What do you
Yeah.
do?
What am I up to? I'm just doing some stuff. I'm trying to get back to work. I'm doing some volunteer stuff right now. That's like same thing I do when I'm at work, Just kind of group like, hey, yeah, I'm just trying to stay busy while I'm waiting to get back to work. Well, there's a company here, the Spokane Independent Metropolitan Business Alliance. They're doing a lot of cool stuff here in Spokane, and I'm just trying to help them out.
Right up. Like a big thing.
Well, I mean, it's just doing what I can with what I got.
Right. And most of it.
Right. And again, handle. I'm right in the middle of it right now, but I love to appreciate you. Give me a call later, and we'll talk tomorrow. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Take care.
Good luck with everything.
Thanks, man. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, how's it going? I can. Can you hear me? Hey. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing as well as I can, considering the circumstances. Well, they haven't been helpful yet. It's not really their fault. It's kind of a typical constraint. I know this. I know this the fun way because I work for it's compensation employment law firm in California. But their work comp stuff down there is such a nightmare that most organizations administer their own claims. And then they have a third party claim administrator to reduce the potential liability for claims. And so the hiccup right now is with the third party administrator. And I've done everything that I can to help out with it. So it's kind of like what I'm doing right now is doing the stuff for SIMBA. The same sorts of complex sorts of things that I would be doing at work. It's like, hey, I'm capable, like this is, bona fide, apples to apples proof, the fact that I'm capable of working as a technology worker, for the protests and, for later on when I'm bankrupt and homeless, I can go back to this whole thing and be like, yeah, look, I was trying the whole time to do the best that I could with what I've got. But by being a domestic violence victim that's a male, the entire patriarchy and system jumped on my wife's the vicious abortion tactics. And, it was Father's Day the other day, and I haven't seen my son since the middle of February. And this whole thing started out with them discriminating against me for fucking, being like, hey, stop. I said my autistic son. It sucks. But the thing is, like, now I'm at the point where like I can't really amplify anything else in the sense of the protest, right? Like, you saw me. I talked to anybody and everybody, and then there was all these people like, oh, victim blaming and victim shaming. Just I'm doing the best like what I've got. But the thing is that at least these sorts of problems, the sorts of problems that you have here are ones that solve. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, what I gotta say is that what I know now, being an Apex technology worker, is that every technology problem is actually a problem. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my video, and then I'm going to share my screen. I think that will help out because I will have you in the right hand corner here. Even a little bit bigger. Whoa. Whoa. So earlier on the stream, my buddy Brandon, who ironically works in motion hosting for a lot of years, now he's a principal at Amgen, which is Fortune 100 pharmaceutical company. And he's the one who taught me everything that I know that got me my job. So I'm looking here. So what we're wanting to set up here is it's a two-part thing. It's Google Apps, right? But also using Okta for an identity provider for Google Apps, because I think you're starting to see right now that determining who has access to what is a big problem. And all right. So what I'm doing to remediate all of that is to set it all up as infrastructure as code inside Terraform. I created a Spokane independent GitHub organization. So we have a GitHub organization. I'll get you on board with that. You credentials to that. The good news is that because you guys are already on top status, once we do a few things to verify that, anything is actually other citizens that would be discounted, free, that kind of stuff. GitHub is free for nonprofit organizations. It's not a thing that's like, oh hey, here's our NPI or tax ID or whatever. It's pretty simple process. No, let's not do that now. Because it's not a blocker right now. That's why you know that I'm initially setting this up from the get as something that if I get hit by a truck, you can take run with everybody else who has these skills, right? And that's something that's going to be a really important thing to have the priority organization because we're going through transition staff right now. And we need to be able to programmatically assign roles and groups. And the thing is that when you are first starting an organization, group management can get really wonky and really weird really quick. And so, yeah, you have all these different stakeholders and all these different working groups. Try to create a group for each working group and stuff like that. And it's really not like there's a lot of things like Microsoft Teams or whatever to try to make that easy. It's not easy. It's just fragmentation. So you already have Slack for your organization, then you send me an invite for Slack. philhawking@gmail.com. Okay, Spokane independent Metropolitan. Speed. Yeah. Thanks. All right. Okay. Something sidebar. Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah. So think of Git as it's just a concurrent versioning system, right? Um, and it's really cool because it enables us to look at every single thing we go, right? So we're looking right here. This guy, there's 1,792 events. So we can go back here and we can see at any state what was done, at what time. And we can look at this code. And we can see the difference between this code and this code over here, right? And this is what a large organization applies to not just manage software applications. Right here from the 42. The thing that I do HashiCorp is to manage infrastructure as well with that, right? And so what I'm trying to do right now from the get, instead of doing things like you the panel, we have a workflow that it's a pipeline where we can add, remove, change user groups, things like that inside of the pipeline. Have a test environment before we enact changes in the production environment. Where we'll test all these things before we go live with the integration between Google and Okta. Then test the Google email integration and import all of the mail from the accounts that are on InMotion before we hit the thing to trigger a line. Yeah, yeah. So when we go here, so there's a Terraform provider on down. When we look at examples here, and there's a whole bunch of different options. We want to OIDC applications, right? So it's not to app pull off. Basic CF. Test that. Let's even hey, heck yeah, get some exercise as well. Like that this is what I'm working on. If you're bored later on, I'll be around again. And yeah, I'm just trying to crank something out, do something useful. This is a way of objectively demonstrating perfectly of working. So yeah, I'm glad to help anytime. So. I would not delete anything. I would just increase the quota on the thing, even if they charge me for it. And we're gonna take all the emails that are in there and import them back through Google, so we have them through Google before we shut down the emulsion posting. Yeah, awesome. I totally understand. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, friend. I'll be around. So later. Let me know if you get bored. Thank you. You too. Bye. Russian.